I was applying to unis and kind of looking at apprenticeships. A lot of my older friends had done an apprenticeship, and I was just curious about how they found it. So, I asked them some questions. And I think for me, throughout school, I I feel like my learning of like how I like to learn is I like to learn by doing. Sitting in a classroom and taking notes for me isn't the best way that I can really retain information and gain knowledge into something. So for me, like when I did my work experience, I did work experience at the stock exchange, really being able to learn about what they're doing, but also have a go at it really appealed to me. And so I learned about apprenticeships through, they had an apprenticeship scheme, and I asked my career advisor at my sixth form if she could provide me with some information about apprenticeships. And so I did have a look into it, and I just really liked the approach that I would be working mostly and then studying a little bit, like 20%. But also what I'm learning, I can apply in my day to day and in my every single day. So what I learn with you, Siobhan, is things that I use in my day to day at work and at Disney. And I feel like for me, putting knowledge into practice is a really good way for me personally to learn something. I have done like some market research kind of before, quant and qual, mostly qual. Like I did little focus groups when I was little. And then I helped my mum out just with like asking. She runs her own blog, so I just asked like my friends in my class different questions that she was researching into and things like that. So I've had a little bit of experience in market research before. And then, yeah, when I saw that Disney was releasing the apprenticeship scheme on market research, I thought it would be interesting to kind of develop my knowledge. And then also, I had done sociology A level, so we did a lot on research methods. We did a whole section on that, and I had already kind of been I had seen about what that entails, and market research is relates to that. And sociology was one of my favorite A levels, so I thought it would be kind of interesting to develop my knowledge of that, going into my like the workplace. So yeah, I thought it'd be interesting for me personally. I think what I enjoy most about it really is just being able to relate what I learn and to actually do it. Because at school we'd learn things, but like it would not be like we're actually going to do that thing. It would just be kind of writing notes, and it's not applicable in your real life, so it doesn't connect. But for me, with the apprenticeship, I really enjoy how at every single session that I have, I'm learning something. And at every single session I have, there's at least one thing that I can take and that I can use in my team, or if where it's doing a PowerPoint or if it's presenting or anything like that. There's always something I can take away and use it for my day to day. Something I enjoy in the apprenticeship scheme, I would say like the personal development sessions. Actually, I really do enjoy those. I was saying like yesterday how I just really like how it kind of reminds me of secondary school. Like in when we did PSHE in secondary school, I really did enjoy those lessons, and I really just think I think in your day to day, in my job, there's a lot that's going on, and sometimes it can just be a very overwhelming. But it's also kind of a lot to do with learning and your brain and everything like that. But with the personal development sessions, I really like how you can just kind of step back and kind of just learn about the society you're living in, learn about kind of how to develop these soft skills that you can use anywhere, no matter where you work. I really just enjoy being able to have like an hour and a half and learn in depth about something, and to really work alongside people from all over the UK. And I think it's just really good to not lose focus of the importance of developing soft skills as well as hard skills. And it has really helped me, like, for example, with my presenting skills. That's something I am not the biggest fan of. Um, but definitely the PD session that we had on presentation skills, like I took so many tips from them, and I'm using them in my day to day, and I just find that very helpful and something I look forward to every month. I would love to like move to another country and do it, because in Mia we're quite settled up, like we're very kind of at a good level. But I would love to like go to my dream is to go to LATAM, to go to Brazil and help in Sao Paulo. So I think that would be something I'm really interested in. That's something I'm wanting to work towards to help the Disney Plus in LATAM. I think specifically to market research, our whole job is about asking questions. So I think don't be afraid to ask questions. And also don't be afraid to, like, for me personally, I think when I first came in here, I was very overwhelmed. Like, all these people are older than me, they've been doing this for a long time. I've just been here for 2 months. Like, what do I know? To be confident in yourself, to be confident in your ability. Your manager has like given you a task because they think that you're gonna do it to the best of your ability. They're entrusting you to do this work. So to do it to the best of your ability, but be confident, but ask questions. I mean, when you start, you're going to be kind of, I mean, for me personally, I was very kind of unaware and uncertain of my ability, but I think it's just good to be confident in yourself and to not let that get the best of you. People are aware that you're an apprentice. They don't expect you to, come up with an amazing quality piece of work for the first time, like in your first thing that you're doing. People have realistic expectations of you, so you need to understand that they're not asking you things to kind of trip you up or to be like, oh, maybe she doesn't know what she's talking about, or maybe we should flag this to her manager. Have a positive mindset. People are here to help you, they're not here to push you down or to make fun of you. So I think that just try and approach everything positively. That's something that I wish I would have told myself earlier, definitely.